Brisbane, the Gold Coast, things to do and places to stay. Spend the next 30 minutes with us on Aussie Holiday. Australia's Gold Coast is a diverse city, offering an explosion of action-packed days and fun-filled nights where 10.5 million visitors every year enjoy 70 kilometres of sun, sand, surf, thrills and adventure. And no Gold Coast holiday is complete without a visit to the theme parks. White knuckle rides or old-fashioned family favourites, Wet n Wild, Movie World and SeaWorld offer blockbuster entertainment on a grand scale.
Mitchell, how long have you worked in the theme parks?
So I've been with Village Roadshow theme parks now for 4 years.
And do you work in all three parks?
So I'm primarily at Wet n Wild, but I do work across all three parks, yes.
And are each of the parks a bit different?
Yes, they've all got their own unique quality.
What's your favourite thing about, say, Movie World?
So Movie World's got all the glitz and glam of Hollywood, and it's right here on the Gold Coast.
And what about Wet n Wild?
So Wet n Wild is Australia's premier water park, so you've got high octane thrill rides, so like the Aqua Loop, if you're an adrenaline seeker like me, or family friendly ones like Mammoth Falls for the kids as well.
And SeaWorld?
Very much animal based, so where else can you go and see polar bears, seals, dolphins, sharks and stingrays all in the one place?
At Movie World, it's genuinely hard to know where to begin. On the hour, you can enjoy wonderfully choreographed entertainment as heroes and villains do battle. There's everything from going close and personal with your favourite superhero or cartoon character to just sitting back curbside and soaking up the stars as they parade down Main Street. This parade really does have something for everyone. And no visit is complete without taking in at least one of those rides. There are thrills aplenty around every corner. And then there are the big shows like Hollywood Stunt Driver. The seamless choreography of these speeding cars and motorcycles offer up a heady mix of comedy, speed and precision, made effortless in their timing and perfection. The name says it all, Wet n Wild. Designed for adults and kids alike, here's a place where you really can let yourself go. The latest adventure here is the Aqua Loop. A free fall followed with a gut-wrenching full circular loop before a splashdown in the pool. This is not one for the faint-hearted. In fact, here, there really isn't much at all for the faint-hearted. This is the Tornado, and the only reason I'm here is because his mum just said no, and they won't let a 7-year-old ride on his own. To be fair, there are things for little kids, but the big kids' things are more fun. And then there's SeaWorld. We started here, in the aquaplay and pool.
The bucket's very heavy and it holds a lot of water.
Let's just let the pictures tell the story. Like Movie World, SeaWorld has shows. The Imagine Dolphin Show is a spectacular of a very different sort. There are not many places in the world where you can sit back and be both entertained and amazed as mammals with a brain the same size as our own perform a ballet of extraordinary precision. And afterwards, you can go and have a chat and a bit of a play with one of the stars. If it's too warm, and let's face it, you'll never be cold on the Gold Coast, what better way to cool off than here at Castaway Bay, with hijinks and water spray on the battle boats. These giant-sized cartoon characters from Nickelodeon might be a bit overwhelming for the adults, but Jack loved them. And when it comes to lovability, these blokes win hands down. Penguins are always larger than life, and here at SeaWorld, you can watch them from both above and below. Once again, here are extraordinary creatures at your fingertips. And the entertainment keeps coming. SeaWorld, Wet n Wild and Movie World. Make a booking at myfun.com.au.
John, you've even got your own beach.
Yeah, we have. We've actually got two beaches, one for the main pool and then one for the children's pool, which is behind us. And the great thing about our beaches is that they are low gradient, so whereby if you're in the ocean, you have to keep an eye on the kids at all times. Well, they can actually wander into the beach, into the water, and relax, and you keep an eye on them, but they don't drop off all of a sudden to a deep section. Yeah, which is great.
And when they get fed up at the beach, there's the pirate ship.
Yeah, which has its own water slide. So you can climb all over the pirate ship, come down the water slide many times. In fact, many times is better for a parent because it actually gets the kids a bit on the tired side. They can have an afternoon nap.
John, what can I do? Do you have a spa for the adults?
We have a day spa for the adults. We've got two restaurants. One that's the best Thai restaurant in Queensland with the Restaurant and Catering Association, and another casual restaurant. And it's a total resort whereby if you don't want to leave, you don't have to, which is nice to have.
John, are there nice hotel rooms?
Actually, and fortunately, we have better than hotel rooms. We have service apartments. So we have 1, 2 and 3 bedroom apartments with their own kitchen and their own laundry as well, which has ample room for the families, which makes it a fantastic holiday.
I know it's popular with kids because I haven't seen my son since we got here.
In fact, we are in the top 10 with children's friendly resorts in the South Pacific, not just Australia. It's a great accolade for the property. And that's the nice thing about the resort, you know, the actual indoor pool, outdoor pool, spa, the pirate ship and the barbecues are all behind one fence line, as well as a playground. So the kids can come down here and spend hours, and mum and dad can just relax, read the paper, or get a coffee, do whatever they like, which makes a real family-friendly property.
Sounds good. I'm looking forward to it.
Indeed. Well, I hope you have a great time.
Located in the heart of Surfers Paradise, with a choice of restaurants and pools, Mantra Crown Towers is perfect for the family. Call them.
This will be interesting. Hello, Todd.
G'day, Steve. Welcome to Flight Experience.
Thank you. We're in Commercial Road and I'm a commercial pilot.
Excellent, yeah. Welcome to the captain's seat.
All right, now obviously we're in a plane. What sort of aircraft is it?
This is a 737-800, so it's the same as Qantas and Virgin fly around the country. Okay, Steve, we're all strapped in, ready to go.
I certainly am.
Put your right hand on the thrust levers, push those forward to my hand. A little bit further forward. That's it, hold it there. And away we go. Nose up to 15 degrees, so pushing forward now, keep pushing forward, hold it there, perfect. We can simulate any time of day, so night or day, rain, hail or shine, about 24,000 airports that we can take you to.
All right, so what sort of people are coming in here then?
Yeah, more than 80% of our customers have no flying experience. They come in for the experience of seeing what happens on the other side of the cockpit door. So these days, obviously, they can't see that. You can't go into the cockpit during flight. So we give people the opportunity to take the captain's seat and go flying and see what it's like to be an airline pilot.
Does it have any other commercial applications?
Yeah, we do. Because of the realism of the simulator, we use it for actual pilot training. So from instrument flying training to renewals of instrument ratings, right through to training airline pilots or pilots that are going into airlines for multi-crew flying. So flying as a captain and a first officer.
Okay, so there is a commercial application
There
as
is,
well.
yeah.
Right.
So we do quite a bit of actual pilot training as well.
To put yourself in the pilot's seat, call 07325 27337 and make a booking at Flight Experience Brisbane.
Is it fun? It's lots of fun. People come out with smiles on their faces, so yeah, it is.
How many minutes do you get?
You get 8 minutes inside the ball.
So, is it hard to balance?
When you first get on, it is hard to balance, but after a few tries, it gets easier.
Do you get wet inside the
No, you don't get wet. It's all fully zipped up, so no water gets in. Okay, so when you get inside the ball, stay on the step until it's pumped up and zipped. Inside the ball, you're in there for about 8 minutes, and if you want to come out before time's up, just show us time out, which is a T, and we'll pull you back in. Was that fun?
Yes! Was it 8 minutes?
Yeah.
I feel like 1
Yeah.
minute.
It's different, unusual, and you don't get wet. Fun Balls in Robina. Phone 07555 90985.
We're here at Spices, the Balfour. Beautiful hotel. You're supposedly in a suburb, New Farm, but really, I mean, if you had a strong throwing arm...
You're only a 10-minute walk. You've got all the restaurants and everything convenient of a city right on your doorstep.
And that's the Story Bridge there.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Now this is a good view. This is your what? The rooftop bar?
Rooftop bar that we serve drinks and canapes of every evening.
Okay. Now, you describe yourselves as an intimate venue. Just elaborate a little on that for us.
We always like to say it's like hosting our friends and family, our good friends and family, you might say. Yes. We've only got 9 rooms, so we can only ever hold up to 18 people, which is quite intimate and exclusive.
Take me through, when a guest gets up in the morning, or guests, where do they go? What do they do?
Generally they like to go along the river for a walk. You've got the restaurants of an evening right on our doorstep. And then, you know, there's the city cycle around and sometimes they need to conduct business. A laptop at their convenience, full breakfast up until midday because we do understand that some people like to sleep in. Continental and a la carte selection and chef does tailor to everyone's dietary requirements. And then restaurants just right on the doorstep, 2 doors down literally. Okay,
but say they were coming back after the restaurant, what happens then?
Well, 24 hours we're here, so it's like having your partner hosting.
Okay. Now, you were saying how many rooms? 9?
Just 9.
All right, so you're talking couples essentially then?
Couples, wedding anniversaries, even corporates during the week.
All right, how would you describe then in a couple of words your real point of difference?
Small, intimate and relaxing.
9 unique rooms in the heart of Brisbane's fashion and culture scene. The award-winning Spices Balfour. Phone 1300 284 667.
That's Baldy Top over there. We're about 30k from Quilpie, in the middle of the corner country of Queensland. In our travels, this has been a useful addition. It's a whisk bar from ProRag, the roof box. What you can do is you can open it like that. It opens from both sides. And because it's got no outside rivets or bolts, means there's a totally flat area inside. So you can put a big box and a suitcase. When you're traveling with 4 people, a lot of luggage, going places, it's very handy. You can fasten it with this. It's a T-bar fastening system, which means that you can have the box shut and still be able to lock it onto the car. And even better, you can have the box shut and still be able to take it off the car without having to open it. It's a really good device. Very streamlined looking thing too. Look at that. Looks like a surfboard.
Cars are one way to travel, but these days there are some serious alternatives, like this.
Now John, before we talk about this baby behind us, Explorer Motorhomes is your business, but you've got a bit of a marine background. Tell us a bit about that first.
Steve, we started business in 1980, boats galore in Bundaberg, but I sold out 5 years ago and semi-retired and thought that the RV industry was the way to go.
Okay. I thought the fiberglass background might have had a bit of influence on you too, the way you saw this was tooled, the way it was made. Didn't that influence you too when you saw that?
I did, Steve. They're stronger, lighter, no seams to leak like a conventional motorhome or a caravan. They're absolutely fabulous. They're 5.8 metres long and they fit in a normal car park.
Who are you aiming these at? Because is it for 2 people in general? Is that what the market you're at, man and a wife?
The people that are interested in buying them, they're in that range. They're starting to think of their partner. If something happens to them, the wife can still drive the motorhome. So this is so compact and it's got everything in it.
So tell us a little bit about what it's got inside it.
Well, what we've got in there, Steve, is everything that a couple needs. In our standard package, we have air conditioning, roll-out awning, electric step, microwave, stove, hot water system, gas electric, and now the only one in Australia with a full ensuite across the rear, all separate. Because these are diesel, 4-wheel drive and automatic. And that's what 100% of our buyers are wanting. The four-wheel drive is not to go up the beach or whatever, but it's to the safety and to be able to get out of a wet national park.
All right, John, the million-dollar question. Let's hope that's not your answer. I want to buy one. What's it going to cost me?
This vehicle, complete, ready to go, is $115,000.
And that includes the awning here?
Includes the awning, electric step, microwaves, everything is in there. Hot water system, the lot.
Explorer motorhomes are proudly Queensland built at Clontarf, only 30 minutes from Brisbane Airport. Contact John Burke on 0418 798 702.
Is it fun?
Yes, Jack, it is. That's why actually at the moment it is the fastest growing sport in the world.
Is it wobbly when you first get on?
It is a little wobbly, mate, but for your first lesson and stuff, what you do is you put you on a nice, big, stable board so that you don't spend too much time on and off the board, that you can actually get it down pat.
So if I fell off, would it be easy for me to get back on?
Yeah, mate, it's not too bad at all. You just place a paddle across the front of your board, climb on your stomach like you do on a surfboard, then you just go through the motions to get up to your feet and start paddling again.
Is the board like a surfboard?
It is. It's basically a big surfboard. It's longer, it's wider and thicker, so it's got the volume in it so that you can actually stand on it without it sinking underneath you.
If Jack can do it, so can you. Find out how on 0416 075 994, the JM School in Currumbin.
Richard, your character is Spine. We're here at Dracula's in Broadbeach. What can the average punter expect when they arrive here?
Well, look, we offer everything here at Dracula's. It's an experience that a lot of people don't expect when they come into the venue. You arrive, we look after you like you wouldn't believe. You get into the venue, there's drinks to be had, there's entertainment to be enjoyed.
Welcome to tonight's performance of Red Rum Cabaret.
We go all out here. Okay. No matter how much it hurts, we do it for our public. We have song, we have dance, we have major production numbers, we even ice skate. Well, what I would like to say to you all is please come to Dracula's. Expect nothing but the most entertaining night you're going to have on the Gold Coast.
Bring on the vampires. You'll find them at Dracula's in Broadbeach, a cabaret for all occasions. Phone 0755 75 1000.
I'm in the tiny little town of Yulo. It's about 138 kilometres from Thargomindah and about 69 kilometres from Cunnamulla. That way and that way. That's the main street. All the businesses are on either side. There's a bloke who makes whips in a place called the Paru Patch. He does leather work. There's an art gallery and an opal store where you can buy the local Boulder opal. And there's the Yulo Queen Hotel. Now, the Yulo Queen Hotel is named after a lady called Isabel Robinson. There she is, that's her. She lived in the 1890s and 1900s, and that's when she made all of her money. She used to do deals with the local opal miners and gained a lot of success by doing that, and she made a lot of money. And like most entrepreneurs, she invested her money in real estate. She owned 3 hotels, the butcher, the baker, the candlestick maker. In fact, she was known as the Queen of Yulo for obvious reasons. If you're coming through Yulo and you fancy reading a bit more about her, a life story, go and have your dinner at the Yulo pub. It's called the Yulo Queen, and you can see a plaque on the wall and a bit of a story all about her.
Where we're going next is only about 30 metres past the pub, but I really like these wheat silos.
I'm at Palm Grove. That's the property. It's in Yulo. There's a winery here, but we're not going to talk about the winery. We're going to talk about this. It's a mud bath, an artesian mud bath, and it has therapeutic qualities, doesn't it, Jack?
Yes, Dad.
But people come all over the place to come and do this, to sit in the mud. And you can do it here at Yulo. And that's where I am. There's about 3 or 4 baths, and you can come in, you lie in here for about 20 minutes, 30 minutes, maybe a bit longer, and it does your skin a power of good. And then when you start to rise up like this, come on, you pick up this bit here and you go, mud, glorious mud. There's nothing quite like it for cooling the blood.
Outback Queensland. Experience the people, the places, the wide open spaces. For more information, visit adventureoutback.com.au.
Come and I'll show you where, in my opinion, you can get the best coffee. Come on.
Yes, you're right, it is your opinion, but it's mine too. In between a rock and a hard place, there's nothing like coffee and chocolate. Take a breather, then head back to the Wild West.
Ben, this is the Homestead Caravan Park. You're about halfway, at the halfway point between Charleville and Mount Isa. What sort of people are you getting?
Well, it's mostly from April to September we get the grey nomads travelling from south to north, and then later in the year back from north to south, and they stay here from anywhere from a week to 3 months.
Do you have regulars? Do you have people that come back?
Oh yeah, every year we got the regulars coming back. We actually have one regular just sitting over there.
Now it's quite green, and you're not sort of crammed in, are you? It's quite spacious.
Yeah, well, the way this park has been set up, it's more like a country park. It's not that everyone's lined up like little ducks in a row. Yeah, everyone's got a fair bit of space. It's just, it gives more of the country feel, especially between all the trees and that here.
Yeah, no, it's very pretty. Beautiful day too today. Is this sort of fairly normal, this weather?
Well, no, this is getting close to 40 degrees and not really, that's not the normal time temperatures we get here. Winters we get usually about the 25 degrees, so it's very pleasant.
That's still pretty pleasant.
Yeah.
Just one quick question. The cameraman's standing under a tree there. What sort of a tree is that?
That's an African sausage tree, and he's just standing in the right spot to get one on his head shortly.
The Homestead Caravan Park, 34 Box Street, Barcaldine. Make a booking on 07 465 11 308. If you have an attraction or accommodation venue you're interested in promoting, send an email to airtracks@bigpond.com.